You all right?
Brilliant.
I can come back later.
It's fine.
How are you feeling, Petal?
Terrible.
Oh, you look it.
Hardly slept a wink.
I can see that. Men.
What have I done?
Where should I start?
Oh, it's nothing to do with him.
No, that's right. So you keep your ears closed and you make sure this is finished today.
He said he did it because he fancies me.
Who?
Marlon.
Oh, the oldest trick in the book. Treat you badly, then make out you should be grateful.
He knew I really liked Adam. If he really thought anything of me, he wouldn't want to hurt me, would he?
Of course he wouldn't.
I don't think I could face working with him after this.
Don't you worry. I'll keep him out your way. And if he steps out of line...
I'm gonna go down and torch that benefits office.
Are they stop your money again?
Do anyone think it were theirs?
Well, why don't you get a job? At least that way you wouldn't have to rely on them.
That's why they stopped it, because I wouldn't take the first thing they offered.
Hardly the first thing.
They were all rubbish.
Well, what do you want to do?
Be in a band.
Well, can you play anything?
I played the drum at Butchie's funeral. And now my Uncle Zach's on at me to put some dough in the pot.
Well, you could always give me and Jason an hand. Won't be able to pay you much, just be beer money.
I'm not taking orders.
Don't be daft!
I don't take orders from no one.
You give it a try.
I was saying to Scott earlier, we don't really need to do out flashy to advertise and that. If we just stick a few flyers on parked cars, that should pull punters in.
You think he's so useless, you shouldn't have gone into business with him.
I don't mean it like that. You fancy going away this weekend?
Where?
Scarborough or something. I get paid on Friday.
And we blow the first bit of money you've earned on some crummy B&B. Stay at home and get bored.
Don't have to be boring. Oh, forget it then. I'm not bothered. I just thought you might like it. Won't want you to break into a smile, would we? Your face might crack.
Buenos dias.
Oh, not for some it isn't.
Who?
Tricia.
Told Marlon his stunt had backfire.
You were in on it.
No, I tried to talk him out of it. Been on the receiving end of some game playing myself.
You're not the only one.
Maybe we could swap stories at our lesson tonight.
Oh, I'm gonna have to give it a miss, Carlos. I can't leave Tricia on her own behind the bar. She's in a right state.
Some other time, then.
Yeah, of course.
Can't believe anyone would want to string you along.
Oh, nothing special about me, you know.
Steady on.
What do you want me to do when I finish doing this?
You won't be fit to do anything. Pace yourself. Kids phoned me last night from Spain.
Better having a ball.
Yeah, they want me to go for a few days.
What about me?
No offence, Mark. You're not exactly at the top of my list at the moment.
No, sorry.
Well, you needn't worry. I can't just drop everything like that. I assume he hasn't come to buy a bag of spuds.
Can you run me to the haulage yard?
You're out of luck, boss.
Boss being the operative word, don't forget you work for me.
How could I? I'm going to pick Lady T up.
I've lent you to her.
And I'm sure she appreciates it.
Not as much as you do, I dare say. So long as you remember that your first duty lies with me.
Tell you what, why don't you bug a cow while you're at it?
If anything she does affects me, I want to know.
You on the posh totty run?
Ah, I've even had a bath this morning.
That's something.
It's nice to be happy in your work.
Surprised you can remember that far back. Here we go. What does he want?
Christopher!
Councillor Pollard.
Got something to show you regarding our earlier discussions.
Have you had the council committee minutes for breakfast?
Hey, confidential.
No, it's all right. Young lady can accompany us. Oh, Will's going to know soon enough. Come on.
We'll go in my car.
All right.
Do you always jump to it whenever he clicks his fingers?
Hardly.
Don't care what you say, I'm staying. I thought you'd got that in your head by now. You stop bugging me at Marlon's.
And that didn't last long, did it?
Yeah, but it's different here, I like it.
Oh, it's hardly happy families.
Where is?
Hasn't come to fisticuffs then.
Look, you don't mind me staying, do you, Jack?
It's not down to me.
I'm 16, I can decide.
That's not the point, is it?
And I'm earning my keep, aren't I, Jack?
Hey, don't keep bringing me into it. This is between you and your dad.
It's all right, Jack.
I'm used to him taking notice of any Tom, Dick or Harry as long as it's not me or his mother.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, I didn't mean that. I'd rather he was here than with that other bunch of fly-by-nights.
Oh, hooray! You're gonna get off my back now.
Have you any idea what it's like chasing round after you? Trying to find out if you're okay, and then being shown up in front of people? I do it because I care about you. What's the point?
I can think of more than a few people I'd rather go for a drive in the countryside with.
Feelings mutual.
I suppose this is my first official duty. I've always wondered what it was like to unveil a civic monument.
I think you must be cracking up.
It gives me great pleasure in implementing my policy of supporting local business.
Come on, Eric, for heaven's sake.
All right. Ta-da!
You can't get away with that.
Oh, come on, what's wrong with me subsidising the council's highways budget? I'm saving the ratepayers' money.
Quite so.
As long as they don't find out that I'm also subsidising your expenses.
I'm sure nobody's going to quibble if we can work together to create a single extra local job. I think any fair-minded person would agree that my consultancy fee was worth paying. Yeah?
Oh, I think you found your true vocation in life, Eric.
Missed a bit.
No. Kane says he'll give us an hand. You can start by cleaning out them brushes. I've got to nip in Taunton and pick up some more emulsion.
I don't mind going.
Well, you're not covered on insurance. See you in a bit.
Some more touch downstairs.
Don't start throwing your weight about with me, pal.
Oh, leave that stuff, it's Trish's. I don't know we're going to pay you, you know. Doing this job on the cheap as it is.
I don't get out of bed for less than 10 quid an hour, me.
Well, I think you better get better then, eh?
Suits me. Lisa never said I'd be stuck here with you anyway.
Do you charge more for a saucerful?
I thought you drank it out the saucer.
Can't you do anything about the staff here, Carlos?
You could always take your custom elsewhere.
Leave me out of it, you're like a pair of kids.
Hey, you can't serve her. Watch me. She may look skin and bones, but she's a fat cat. Hey, man, she don't get her claws out to you, Terry.
Don't mind the other customers. The daycare centre must be shut.
Oh, Eric, got something for you.
What?
Be prepared for something you've never experienced before.
So, what's the plan?
Avoid as many people as I can who I might have upset last time.
Oh, well, you only tried to evict Seth and Betty.
It wasn't personal, just business.
So you thinking of starting up again? In business?
It might be easier if Chris gave you a questionnaire for me to fill in.
What?
He's asked you to keep tabs on me, hasn't he?
No.
Very commendable. Your loyalty.
Hey, I don't owe Chris anything.
So, if I were to ask you what he was up to, you could tell me.
Why should I?
Who would you rather give satisfaction to? Him or me?
Don't say you haven't been warned, Terry.
What on earth does she think I'm gonna do to you?
I don't know. I'll take my chances.
I can tell you like 'em.
All right.
All right?
I think they can do with a bit of modifying.
Of course they couldn't.
I'll tell you what, why don't you give me the recipe?
You're joking, right?
No, I can give them to my people and see if they can improve on it.
You don't have any people.
The market that I'm aiming for is very, very discerning.
So am I. You can get stuffed.
Sorry?
Well, you're the pie expert, right? You can make 'em. I'll tell you what, I'll give you a recipe. A slab of frozen pastry and a bucket of scrag ends.
No need to be so temperamental.
I'm not. Bug off.
It's the height of vulgarity. They'll be having fairy lights around the bus stop next. I don't know why they don't go the whole hog and rechristen the village Tateville. Everything all right, Tricia?
Fine.
Can you pass me the order pad?
I'm busy.
It's only there.
Do I detect an atmosphere? Is it something I've done?
Not you.
Marlon. Give us a pint.
Doing food.
Go on.
I'll do that, thank you, Marlon. I think it's best if you stay away from the bar area and all who work in it for the time being.
Fair enough.
What's he been doing?
Mind your own business.
Marlon, can you lend us a tenner?
I'll never get it back.
But I've got a job.
Oh, why?
Decorating. I'll see you right Friday.
Table 3, Marlon.
Marlon, I want a word with you.
I'm busy.
Now, you listen to me, young man.
You want to go?
I'm a farmer. We don't do things like that.
Oh, come on, Jack. It'll do you good to get away. I'll see it at the farm.
You've got the garage.
Oh, but weekends, huh?
Look, if I could pay you, I still couldn't afford the plane ticket. I've got young Mark staying at the moment.
Oh, you can help me.
I appreciate it, Roy, but it's a non-starter.
Just do it.
What are you so excited about all of a sudden?
Well, I'm finally getting things sorted out. I'm gonna have a real go at making this garage work.
What, with Scott?
It's down to me, innit? Even if Kelly don't think I can cut it.
What is the matter with you?
Said I'm busy.
Some things are more important.
Not to me, there aren't. This is what I'm paid to do, right? It's all I'm good for.
I don't intend standing here listening to your facetious remarks. I want a straight answer. Now, what have you done to reduce my granddaughter to tears? The poor child's inconsolable.
That's between her and me.
I'm afraid that's not good enough.
Tough.
I'm very disappointed in your attitude. I've always given you the benefit of the doubt. Made allowances considering your background.
You what?
Now perhaps we're seeing you in your true light.
Yeah, maybe you are. Maybe I am too. If you don't like what you see, just think how I feel.
We're closed. The sign says open. Tea and scone. And don't put the butter on and scrape it off.
We're closed.
I'll get it.
No, Carlos.
Yes, Carlos.
Right, that's it.
What are you doing?
I'm going. And don't expect me tomorrow.
But Kathy will be back. What'll I tell her?
Tell her the two people she most relies on are being childish and selfish. Say they're driving me nuts and say I've had enough.
Don't be hasty.
I'm walking.
Well, all I ever wanted to do was make this place a success for Kathy.
What do you think I want?
So why the constant bickering?
You sack me.
You were being unreasonable.
Why don't we call it a draw? Reinstate Betty and nobody be any the wiser.
For Kathy's sake.
For Kathy's sake.
Right, what's the chances of that, Brew?
We're closed. Definite.
I'll see you in the morning. Don't be late.
Come on, Marlon. I can do that, the Greta Garbo impression.
If you come to give me an hard time, you can just forget it.
Well, what do you expect?
I was wrong, OK?
No, it's not OK. Not just like that. Not only have you scuppered her relationship with Adam...
It was two-timing
but
her!
worse than that, someone she liked, someone she thought of as a friend, humiliated her.
Only because I wanted to be more than a friend.
Yes, I know, she told me.
Yeah, well, I can't be either now, can I?
Not if you think you can control her life by being dishonest and playing tricks, you can't.
I'm gonna do it again, am I?
Well, how can she be sure of that?
Yeah, well, like I said, I've blown it on all counts.
Not necessarily, no. You know, Trish is very fond of you. Was, anyway.
Yeah, I was.
And if it was me, I wouldn't have given you a second chance. I've tried it, and the fellas I was with saw it as some kind of weakness on my part.
So what she said?
I couldn't repeat what she said about you, Marlon. But I'll tell you this. If you ever hurt her again, hers isn't the only friendship you'll lose.
Hey, look, I don't mind driving you home.
I would have thought you would have been fed up with the sight of me by now.
It's a dirty job, but someone's got to do it.
You can give Chris a verbatim account of everything I said.
Yeah, but I know that you'll only say what you want him to hear.
Caught ya. You casing the joint?
I was just thinking, what a waste.
Just the stables or the whole setup?
There's a lot of potential here. Still, I've no need to tell you that. You've made an adroit choice, haven't you?
Don't know what that means.
I don't think there's much gets past you.
I know. That's why I told Zoe she should take up your offer over the stud farm.
I appreciate your support.
I'm going out later.
Where's Zoe taking you? Or do you take her?
With friends, if you must know. Do you fancy coming?
I've got rather a lot to sort out at home.
Probably just as well. The gay club.
Maybe another time, then.
What's up with you?
Nothing.
You know what you need?
Yeah, to talk to anyone whose second name's not Dingle.
Oi! That's slander.
Get a job.
Trisha, I've been thinking, you're welcome to stay over tonight if you don't fancy rattling about Kathy's on your own.
Have you thought any more about it?
I'm trying not to.
What's that then?
Well, he's got a chance for a break in Spain, and I said I'd look after that farm for him.
I'd go like a shot.
You know.
There you go. And the kids want to see him and all.
Can't you leave it?
Do you the world a good.
Would it?
Of course. Better than brooding on your own.
Who's brooding? Look, I can hardly afford a sack of feed, never mind a jaunt to Spain.
I'll lend it you. There you are, no excuses.
Who's making excuses?
Good, because I won't take no for an answer.
I'm not a charity case.
Well, give it me back when you can, then. With interest, if you like. Oh, for heaven's sake, the kids will be missing you. Go on, it'll make her happy.
You sure you'll be able to manage?
Yes!
You didn't last long this morning.
The paint fumes give me sinuses.
Oh, such a sensitive boy. Oh, I must remember to give you the keys to Kathy's.
Oh, here he is, the man with the defective taste buds.
Hey, can't you take a bit of constructive criticism?
Well, I know the pies are good.
So do I. Hey, distinctive. I think my palate's sort of conditioned to expect the standard pork growler.
Yeah, you've been taking your nice pills.
I really do think I can find a market for them.
Why?
Hey, so, do you want to do some business or not?
If I can have a contract, cast iron, in black and white.
What's wrong with the gentleman's agreement?
That only works if both of us are gentlemen.
I'll have something drawn up. Partners.
Jason, I've put the keys in your coat pocket. Sorry I've got to leave you with Kane.
That's all right. I'm going clubbing with Mandy and Frankie later. Anyway, I don't think Kane's up to the gate scene just yet. See you.
I don't think I'll stay over now, Grandad. I think I'd rather be on my own.
You sure? You know where I am if you change your mind.
No.
I'll pay you back as soon as I can.
There's no rush.
I appreciate it.
Go home and get your cosy packed.
That was very intimate.
What?
You and Jack.
Was it?
You must be careful that your good nature isn't misconstrued. He's very vulnerable.
What are you trying to say, Alan?
I just don't want you to be compromised.
You jealous?
Me? Oh, I leave that to adolescents. And Marlon.
Oh, pity. Quite liked it.
Didn't do you any dinner. I didn't know what time you'd be back.
I've had some crisps.
And beer.
I've done some in a big favour.
Who?
Jack.
Did it cheer him up?
I said I'd might farm for him for a few days.
I suppose we could do with the money.
I don't know what off him. He's been good to me, is Jack.
Scott won't be chuffed if you take time off.
There's no need. Do it before and after work, and got weekends free.
And I thought you were supposed to be taking me away this weekend.
I thought you weren't bothered.
It was better than sitting here on my own.
Too late now.
I'm just telling him you can't do it.
No.
So Jack Sugden's more important than me.
I'm doing it because I want to do it, for me.